Hi, I'm Prier with 7 Elevations of Wholeness. I'm excited to talk to you today about a class we have coming up. It's called 7 Days of Creation. This class is one of my favorite classes that we offer. It is profoundly important to the average person because with this understanding, we are able to create in the manner that God creates. We're able to pattern after His pattern, which is the highest pattern of creation. It's based on the 7 days of creation that are in Scripture, that are actually throughout the traditions of the world, that they talk about creation and how that happened. And it's based on those days and what happens in each one of those days. According to this pattern, let me give you just a brief understanding of what it looks like. Day 1 is vision or faith, and seeing ahead of what you can create, having hope of what's possible and what's available to you. Day 2 is change. When we go in and we see that we've got this vision of what we can create and we get excited about it, then we come back down and we can see, oh my goodness, I don't know how to do this. I'm not doing this, and my thinking is causing me to do other things. And so we go in and we give you a tool that helps you change that. Day 3 is obedience or structure, and how to follow through with day 2, with whatever that higher power tells you to do. It will give you instruction, and then you'll go in and through that instruction know what is next, and you'll have the tools, because you'll receive the revelation, you'll receive the instruction to be able to move forward. Day 4 is letting go and surrendering your will, surrendering the parts of yourself that are not effective, the things in your thinking, the things in your life that are causing you turmoil. Day 5 is finding your purpose and mission and moving through that purpose and through that cause, and part of that will be service, how to use everything that you've been taught up to this point in serving mankind. Day 6 is bringing that higher purpose even to a more pinpoint place and using higher love and receiving it from God, and also putting it into your body so that you can give it away. Day 7 is rest, where you consecrate everything you have and give it to the world. So those days of creation are throughout the world, throughout the earth. We've got 7 continents, we've got 7 chakras, we've got gifts of the Spirit that are associated with each one of those days. There are so many proofs that there are parables, the Beatitudes follow this pattern. There are so many ways that God has proven to us that He wants us and is teaching us how to use these tools, that if we see it, then we can go in and really understand what He is trying to teach us and how He patterns everything, how He does everything. It's how He created the world. The first day He created the earth. Well, that is symbolic of faith and vision and understanding, a foundation to start everything on. Day 2, He separated the water from the earth. Well, there was a change, there was a cleansing, there was a renewing. The dirt was taken one direction and the water was taken another direction. Day 3, light and darkness were separated. Well, that is where the Spirit comes in and enlightens our minds and teaches us, and we're given tools and powers to be able to go in and follow His instructions. Day 4, the seeds were planted. Well, God sent His Son, who was called the good seed, Jesus Christ, in order to be able to help us surrender and sacrifice and be an example to us of how to surrender and sacrifice and give it up for a higher purpose, for our higher purpose, which comes into day 5, which is where animals were created, where we have this higher purpose. We have this ability to go in and serve animals and the earth and make sure that the stewardship was given to mankind. And then day 6, of course, Adam and Eve were created. And in that relationship, there was connection and purpose and love and a marriage. And that higher purpose came into also a relationship with God, where they were sealed to God. And then day 7, God rested. And that is a pattern for us to go in and realize that He provides a space for us to rest and for Him to take over and do everything for us and help us in everything. This is a pattern of ascension. It is the pattern of ascension. It is His pattern of ascension. It will help us ascend through any struggle and any trial as we apply this in our daily lives to access our higher selves and our higher power. When we see and know the pattern, we can actually use it. we can lean into it and effectively change everything about our lives, everything about ourselves, everything about anything that we don't want happening in our lives, and turn it to good and help effectuate change quickly. So this pattern is a really fun pattern, and it's based on principles and commitments that we make with our higher power and with God that cause us to move fast through any walls that we may face. Everybody faces struggles, everybody has hurdles, everybody has things that maybe they've been looking at and doing over and over and over again that have caused them turmoil in their lives. And those things are there on purpose. They're to help us learn how to create. A lot of times chaos happens, and chaos is one of the greatest tools that God can give us, because when we have chaos, we can actually go in and restructure things. We can change them. And it's telling us we need to bring more light to a situation. When we have these tools, we know how to do that. We know where we're at. We can say, oh, I'm on day 3. I can pick up this tool and move through day 3 really quickly, move through this struggle that's right in front of me, and then I'm gonna move on to day 4, and then I'm gonna move on to day 5. And we can see how every time these things happen, they move us forward and cause us to quickly and effectively change. Through this class, we will teach you how to recreate your own life, how to do things that you have not been able to do before, because you will be able to see how to do it. Did you know that God uses the word create in Hebrew? He never uses the word recreate. Everything is just a creation. We are creating ourselves and creating our lives in exactly the way we want them to be. It is His pattern. This is a two and a half day class, and each day of creation we go in and focus to teach you the principles and also give you some proofs and some structure and show you exactly how God has taught it to us so that we can go in and do the same things. If you have any questions, please go to the website www.7elevations.com, and you can see when that class is being offered. We're so excited to be sharing this class with you, and we'll see you soon.